Evening and welcome to Worthington High School on Monday, May 18th. I've been looking forward to this night for a long time and can't believe the time has passed to have this evening to feature the strings here at Worthington High School and for my last concert that I have the privilege to conduct with these students. So welcome, and we want to begin our program. Brittany and Ayana are before you for our first piece this evening, and it's called the Solo Ensemble Feature. The solo ensemble feature because when all the students from Worthington High School went to Mankato on March 13th, we had vocal entries, we had band entries, we had string entries. And Brittany and Ayana performed the Bach double, they call it, the Bach Concerto in D minor for 2 violins. And they earned a 39 score. It's out of 40 points, so they had the highest rating from their judge to play the Bach double. So please enjoy. Please enjoy Brittany and Ayana and the Bach double. Next up, I'm calling this the All-State Showcase because I had the privilege to work with these five students to prepare a Minnesota Orchestra All-State audition. That audition was recorded in February, and the students found out at the end of April who made it, and I'll give you those results after they perform. But these five students spent many hours on their own and with me to prepare a solo that they're going to present an excerpt, but they also had to play three octave scales, a major, a minor, and a chromatic, and then they had to play some very difficult excerpts that the professionals can play, but we all struggled through tenor clef on cello and treble clef on viola and all kinds of things that we were challenged with that gave me a challenge, to have them prepare and present. So what we are doing tonight is to present a 1-minute excerpt of their solo. So they're going to go on without interruption. Lily Brown will play an excerpt from her Vivaldi Concerto in D minor. Pablo Mu will then continue with an excerpt from the Sonata by Marcello. And then we'll go to Ben Potts on string bass to play La Cinquantaine. Over to Isabella Kwame playing part of her concerto by J.C. Bach. And we'll finish with Emily on Tempo di Polacca by Simondol. So, thank you for your attention as these five players present their medley. well-deserved students, that acknowledgement to you. But before you leave, so all that hard work that we did for the hours and hours of lesson time and things to prepare, they got their results. And I always say the All-State audition's pretty tough. If you don't make it, it has made you a better player because of the work that you did. But would you congratulate Ben Potts for making an alternate position in the Minnesota All-State Orchestra as a congratulate Emily Dolphus for making Minnesota All-State Orchestra for the So these are young players, and all is not lost for them to try again in their sophomore and junior year coming up for Kavumu and for Lily. And Ben's waiting on that if he gets a buy into the orchestra. But Emily will go to camp in August. It's a week-long camp, and I'm so excited because it's at Concordia College, and I might be living up there by then. So I might get to go to her rehearsals. And the other thing is that then Emily will be featured in the Minnesota All-State Orchestra next February in Minneapolis at Orchestra Hall. So it's a great adventure, and I see a couple of All-State players in the audience tonight with Dylan Morris and maybe Ethan Habari. Are you here, Ethan Habari? There he is, way up there. There's our Minnesota All-State Orchestra kids from past years. So congratulations to you five and all the work that you accomplished. Thank you so much. Of 35 seniors in one orchestra. I am so blessed to have worked with these kids as fourth graders when I started them at Prairie Elementary, and then they had their year. Mrs. Vosberg's, where is she? Fifth grade? No, these aren't your kids. But then they went to Mr. Paulson, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. You claim as much time as I have with them, 4 years. And I've had the privilege of working with them then at high school. It can't possibly be your graduation time, but we have to face the music, and you are going to have a wonderful ending of your senior year. And they picked this next piece. I hope you enjoy Remember Me. cellos and a bass. Good job, seniors. Thank you. Oh my, it's my senior year too. I'm graduating. In past years, I've mentioned to my family that I hope to dig my heels in and be teaching and work someplace for 20 years, and that dream for me has come true. It's been 20 years since I arrived in Worthington, and I was sitting right up there with Lori Dudley on the spring concert in May and thinking, am I supposed to come to Worthington or not? And so I remember exactly that evening and seeing Beth Havoc direct the orchestra, and I thought, why is she retiring? She looks younger than I do. And so anyway, Beth would be here tonight, but she is not feeling well. She was sick for our Wausau concert, and she told me last night she hoped to be here tonight. But Beth Havoc won't be joining us tonight. But we will have an award in honor of her for the 20th year of her retirement 20 years ago. And my going out tonight. Well, I have a couple of notes to share with you. I treasure the dear friends I've made. I have valued the talented colleagues, you music people that I've gotten the privilege to work with. And I have absolutely loved the amazing and wonderful students that I've had I've been privileged to teach. The sign was true. When I came into town, it says, Worthington, you'll come to love us. And I thought, what's that going to mean in a few years? Well, those old signs are down, but that's still placed a picture in my mind to remember. And Worthington, I've come to love you. I promise you my retirement speech will not be longer than the concert this evening. Okay? And I do just have a few words that I'd like to share with you. I feel that I've been on an assignment, living and working in Worthington for ISD 518 the past 20 years. Where has the time gone? The Lord is calling me back home to North Dakota, where I was born and raised, and where my children and grandchildren are flourishing. And I have one son in New York State. He's always been a rebel. And that goes with his degree from UNLV. Okay? So anyway, I desire to become more part of their lives. May I introduce to you my son, Philip? I want you to stand. I'm going to embarrass you. His wife, Mari. Their children, hold your applause. Their children, Mabel Jane and Jalen Mark in the second row. He's moved around. And Toby. My Loy family from Castleton, North Dakota. My son Eric has traveled all the way from New York State and is here this evening with his lovely partner, Zara Duffy. Please stand, Zara. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Also joining us, this is important, Trojans, wake up here, from the class of 2012, my daughter Heather, who married Jonah Oberlo from the class of 2012, and their young son Hudson. Okay. Thank you to my three wonderful kids and their families for honoring and blessing me with your presence here this evening. But now I'm even more blessed by the rest of my family that came by surprise. So may I introduce to you my two sisters, Myrna and Melita. We're all M's. Myrna, Myra, Melanie, and Melita. Please stand and just thank you. And Myrna's husband, Jim Bredwick, their grandson, Trevin, and then Melita's son, Spencer Hildahl, and his lovely wife, Alexis, with their new baby girl, Amelia. And okay, so I've gotten through the family, but down here, Eve's family got booted because I had people show up. But I want to thank Amy and Dana Oberlo for being here, and Connie and Judy Schmidt, who are my new family through Heather's marriage to Jonah, and Karen and Christopher, my Wausau family, my dear friends from the orchestra community. So thank these lovely, wonderful people for being here for this evening. Okay, wait, no, the retirement speech isn't over. Okay. My family got me off track. I had to do. Okay, so where am I? If any of you have I want to say this. If any of you have questions about the fields of electrical engineering, or pharmacy, or computer programming and banking, or Fargo's Human Resource Department for John Deere, or earning a PhD in English, or what's going on in the film industry in New York City. Okay, speak with my kids after the concert. They'll be happy to inform you. I'm so thankful and proud of the legacy that continues for orchestra and orchestra students here in Worthington following my predecessor Beth Haddock's 38-year tenure and my 20-year career. When Beth handed me the baton after her retirement in 2006, I did what was patterned for me as a young student growing up in Fargo, North Dakota. That was share the love for playing strings and to reach out to as many orchestra students as I could possibly reach and share orchestra with them. I am so thankful for the 400 plus students that are now playing in Worthington, and I have the privilege of having added Mr. Zach Paulson, will you stand, and Mrs. Morgan Vosper to thank my orchestra colleagues, and I wish you all the blessings of your future careers here in Worthington. Okay, now I'm going out on a limb. To show my love and appreciation and thanks to all of you, I'd like to play a piece called Adoration by Felix Borowski that my talented accompanist, Linda Lang, and my dear friend and I have prepared for you this evening. juries at the end of the semester, so that was my jury presentation to you. So we all have to pass an exam at the end of the semester by playing our solo, so that's my exit from Worthington piece, okay? It's meant to thank you and to just share my love for you, and thanks, and students, we got your music to play now. Thank you for being so generous. Okay, now I'm really bad at music history, okay? I passed in college, but you know, music history is not my forte. But anyway, this next song, "A Shokin Farewell," was written especially for the CBS, oh dear, it says it right. The PBS, I'm on CBS, okay, PBS, let me get my head on straight. The Civil War series. But before that, it was written at the end of a camp meeting because people didn't want to go home after their, you know, time together and everything. So, that's going to be like me. I'm not going to want to just end the camp meeting yet because it's been lovely to play with all of you. But anyway, this became a very popular tune through the Civil War series that was through PBS. Okay, so there I gave you just a little bit, but it's a lovely tune. I think you're going to recognize it, called "Ashokan Farewell." the Strings. We're going to hear some more from them at the end of the concert. Thank you so much. Good job. Worthington High School Orchestra playing for you a medley from the musical West Side Story. Osberg, I think it's time. Ryan came to me via Reagan, his sister. Mrs. Lloyd, can I play drums with the high school orchestra when he was in middle school? I appreciate Ryan coming through for me each year since 8th grade. Thank you, Ryan. There's lots of treasures up here. I had fun putting this table together. Now I just got to make sure I do it in the right order. First of all, Marlon and Carly Lumont, come up. I'm doing something that's not in the program. So we're going to go into the awards presentation. But when Mrs. Havoc retired, I found these orchestra pins that she used to give out, to her students. And there's 3 of them. And I'm calling this "You Made a Difference in My Life" pin. And I want to give one to Carly and Marlon because every day, day to day, they're my dutiful viola players that Mrs. Lloyd, what about this? What about that? And they've been my section leaders off and on before they were even seniors, and I had a little hard time holding back their talent because, they could have played first chair all the time because they were just always watching like a hawk and everything. So Marlon and Carly, I just want to present these to you that I've had in my desk for 20 years, and I'm going to keep one as a memory, and I'm giving one to you to thank you for all of your excellent leadership. Okay, now, Miss Linda Lang. The other person that has the harder job than me is Linda. She has to play whatever I give her, and she always comes through playing anything from meditation from Taiyé on a solo that she played at contest, or the Bach double tonight, the Bach, concerto. And last week, we had a special guest, or maybe 2 weeks ago now, Pam Arnstein from the Minnesota Orchestra, my friend from high school days, came and blessed us with her presence to play at Morgan and my intermediate concert. And she says, Melanie, I just want to come and show my thanks and appreciation to what you have shared in the Worthington community. And so Pam Arnstein played for our intermediate concert. She came and played for these students. And then Linda learned the 3 pieces accompaniment to play along with this professional violinist that Linda was a little nervous about, but Linda did amazing. And so I want to say thanks to Linda, but not only that, the students, we had a tip jar. Each day they came and put $1 in. And there's $112 in here for Linda. And because we know WASO as the Candy Orchestra, I'm giving Linda a jar of candy tonight. So Linda, thank you for the hours and hours you put into playing for us. Okay, now Melanie will stick with the program. On the awards presentation, would the following people come up? Emily Dahlquist, Anna Luevino, Maria Schway, Abigail Gebremedin, and Isabel Cormy. Well, these 5 joined me to go to Dr. Stanichar's Honors Orchestra camp or clinic in January. We left in a blizzard. Oh my gosh. We started out that morning in a van and we got through Sioux Falls and all was well. But then I heard the band bus turned around from Mankato and came back to school because it was so bad. And so then I texted Christopher, are we on up? Yeah, come carefully, Melanie, come slowly. Okay, we're going. We got to Watertown and I had to stop driving. And so the North Dakota girl, the brave one she is, kept going in this snowy weather, but we were going 30 or 40 miles an hour on the highway. And I said, I'm going to get you safely there, girls. And then they said, we trust you, Mrs. Loy. And I thought, oh boy, if that isn't a burden on me. But they were so calm and patient made it. We were 10 minutes late to rehearsal, and we missed our lunch stop, but we made up for it later. But all was well this next day. But these girls spent hours and hours working with Dr. Stanichar in his third honors orchestra camp up at Aberdeen that he has going there. And what a wonderful experience for them. They had an audition. Mrs. Lloyd were scared, were nervous, and they were playing professional level literature, and they were just saying, okay, we're hanging on, we're going to do our best, and they did their best. So I have a medal for you for your bravery and courage and honor in your musical talents. Next up, will Lily Brown and Benjamin Hutz come forward? Well, in February, Mr. Paulson took that van and went off to Minneapolis, but the weather was better, much better. But they were having issues with the change of venues and all kinds of things, and it made it for a little bit of excitement. But Lily Brown and Benjamin Potts auditioned for the mid-level honors orchestra, which Mr. Paulson has been very dutiful to do these last years, and many students have made it in. Well, then he handed the baton to me to get them in, and I had the pressure of getting them in, but they made it. And congratulations to you. They had a wonderful weekend. So I want to present this Minnesota Mid-Level Honors Orchestra to Benjamin Potts plaque and one for Lily Brown to commend them for their work to make the Mid-Level Honors Orchestra this year in Minnetonka, Minnesota in February. Okay, something else that's just not on the program but before that, we took the WHS Orchestra, we went to Chaska, Minnesota, remember that? February 9th, I hadn't taken the orchestra for a couple years, but it didn't conflict because Carrie Johnson and Mike Thompson said, Melanie, you should take the orchestra this year. I thanked them for arranging that. We had to arrange our concert date in February so I could go. But the WHS Orchestra played. I commend them all for the work that they did, and we earned 3 superior ratings from the judges. They did go for scoring, a 35, a 35, and a 38 out of 40 points. Congrats to them. All of them. Another announcement that I want to make for the end of February, stand up if you played in the pit orchestra. That would be Lincoln Morris. Lincoln Morris, you're over here. He was on electric bass in the pit orchestra. I had Brittany Chavez-Raya on violin in the pit orchestra. Ethan Habari, graduate, was in the pit orchestra. Caitlin Hill on violin. Lily Brown on viola. Annalise Fogelman on viola, and Kablu Mu on cello. So we had a wonderful time producing with Mr. Spencer Gillian and Libby Johnson the musical Suzical. And these kids put in some great work to have a pit orchestra, a live pit orchestra for that production. So thank you for your work in the pit orchestra this year. Well, then we turned the calendar page to March, and I have, for the last years, had them all play something. That means these kids and those kids either were in a group piece for violin, viola, cello, or bass, or they played their particular solos, like the All-State People or Brittany and Anna's duet. I have medals and certificates for these students. Hold your applause. Lily Brown received a viola solo superior medal and certificate. Please come. Madison Poe received a superior on her viola solo. Kablu Mu from Varsity Strings received a medal and certificate for her cello solo. You can congratulate Varsity Strings players. Next up, Brittany Chavez-Rea. Please come. She earned a superior on her violin duet and her violin cello duet. Come, I'm going to hand this off to Mr. Paulson. Emily Dahlquist, please come forward. Her bass solo received a superior. Annalise Fogelman, played a viola duet, and she received an excellent rating, and a violin viola duet that she received a superior rating, so she gets a medal and a certificate for that. Caitlin Hill, please come. You received a superior on your violin viola duet. Congratulations. Isabella Kwame, come. She received a viola duet excellence certificate and a superior on her viola solo to earn a medal and a certificate. Iana Leovan, she earned a superior on her violin solo and her violin duet. Mines Mazzaregos Rodriguez, she had an excellent violin solo rating. Christina Bareilles performed a violin-cello duet and received a superior rating. Benjamin Potts, please come. He played his bass solo to receive a superior rating. Kevin Ramos Ortiz, he played a violin solo to receive a superior rating. And Mutha Wa, please come. He received a superior rating medal and certificate for his violin solo. Congratulate these solo ensemble. They got the memo, I didn't get the memo. Okay, I'm moving on, and I'm trying to keep track here. That is solo ensemble medals and certificates. Now, this big senior class, here's what I want to do. Hold your applause, 35 students coming up. I've had this tradition since Nicholas Damuth had a 7-pound folder with all of his music from 4th grade to high school. And I decided he needed a strong folder to hold that music collection. So the last couple years, I have enjoyed getting this senior folder ready for the kids. And Sarah Martin in the office said her kids still have their folder. So it's a memory, a keepsake, and I just wish you all the best in your years ahead as you continue to play. So this is going to go to Amaya Abrigo. Please come, hold your applause. And then I want you to form 3 lines up here. We're going to get a group photo when we're done. This is for Amaya. Marlon, please come. Alcantar Sandoval. Paige Barber, please come. Kendall Blanchett, please come. They're going to line up. We're going to get 3 rows, and you're going to... Kendall Blanchett and Angel Carranza Mejia. Come, please. Cassandra Cassian from the viola section. Brittany Chavez Raya from the violin section. Angela Daly, violist. Annalise Fogelman, violist. Leslie Fuentes Cervantes, violin section. Jay Skirtsma, violinist. Anna Gordon, violinist. Liliane Gutierrez, violin. Caitlin Hill, violin. Trey Jensen, violin. Oscar Jimenez Lopez, viola. Alessandra Chiodazzi, violin. Iana Leovan, violin. Diana Lopez, violin. Carly Lowe, viola. Judah Luevanos, violin. Carly Lulong, viola. Jocelyn Martinez Castro, cello. Zoe Martinez Galicia, viola. Mines Mazzaregos Rodriguez, violin. Yuri Mejia Arias, violin. Christina Morales, cello. Friendly Pa, violin. Paola Perez Rodriguez, violin. Reagan Phelps, cello. Kevin Ramos Ortiz, violin. Juana Sapo Lopez, cello. Dylan Schuett, viola. Cassandra Schultz, viola. Susanna Schway, bass. Oh, I have 2 folders left. This one is for my accompanist, Linda Lane. Oh, I have one more folder. This one says, Morgan Bosberg, to congratulate her on becoming the next high school orchestra director. Okay, 3 more things. Melanie is moving along here, I hope. The Director's Award for Orchestra was started when the 4th graders that I started in 2006 became seniors. So they were my kids that I took through 9 years of orchestra. And so I started what we call the Director's Award for Orchestra. It's given all over the United States. And I have 2 girls that I want to present this to. These girls are outstanding musicians. These girls have been section leaders in the orchestra through the years. These 2 girls have participated in Worthington Area Symphony Orchestra, in Worthington Area Youth Orchestra. They have played at solo ensemble contest time. They played in the pit orchestra for the musicals. And what else have I forgotten? They have been a tremendous spirit and energetic force in the orchestra. And these awards were voted on by the students, and Mrs. Lloyd gets the final approval. And so I want to have you congratulate Annalise Fogelman from our viola section and Christina Morellis, our cellist. So in 2007, I started what we call the Beth Habit Orchestra Awards. So this is the 20th year. And I did it because 38 years, wow, her whole career had kept the orchestra program intact and alive and well. And when she handed me the baton, I wanted to acknowledge her nearly 4 decades of work in Worthington School District for orchestra. So this musician is also a section leader and a very talented violinist, and many votes from her peers in the orchestra. Ayana Leovan is a talented violinist as well as a marvelous vocalist, as well as an amazing flute player. And we wish her well as she goes off to Gustavus Adolphus to spend her years as she studies music. But Ayana, thank you for your leadership, your scholarship, and your spirit to the Worthington High School Orchestra. one last award. National School Orchestra Award has been given out as an award since if you look at your program, 72. And I have the privilege of saying that I received it at Fargo South High School in my senior year. And if you do the math, you can think about what class I was, I don't know. But anyway, we won't talk about that. But tonight's recipient has been our section leader for a long time. It's been hard to hold her back from leading the orchestra because of her talents. Even in 4th grade, she was ready to go the extra miles and improvise and learn anything that you put in front of her. And so Brittany Chavez Raya is a talented violinist, and she has played in pit orchestra the last couple years, leading very well. She's played in Worthington Area Symphony and Worthington Area Youth Orchestra, and you heard her tonight on the Bach double and solo ensemble time. Would you congratulate an amazing musician?
Real quick, Mrs. Lloyd, if I can have a few of the other music teachers join us. I'm going to read from my phone because I will just babble if I don't. So, good evening. My name is Zach Wilson, and I am the middle school orchestra teacher. As we gather tonight to celebrate these incredible students, all that they've accomplished this year, and to say goodbye to our seniors, I also want to take a moment to celebrate Mrs. Lloyd and her retirement. Mrs. Lloyd has spent the last 2 years building this program into something truly special, and for that I am unbelievably grateful. When I first met Mrs. Lloyd 10 years ago, it became very clear that she was a woman of tradition. As I spent this year thinking about how to honor and thank her, I kept coming back to 2 traditions that especially stood out to me. The first is that every year Mrs. Lloyd gives the seniors folders, like we just saw, engraved with their names, so they can carry their music in as their time here has come to an end. The second tradition goes back to when Mrs. Lloyd was a student in Fargo School District. Every concert, at the end of the concert, they would play a piece called Concertante by Hummel. You will also see that in the program tonight. When she came to Worthington, she wanted to bring a little piece of Fargo with her, so every spring concert, they performed that piece. So tonight, to commemorate Mrs. Lloyd's time here in Worthington, we want to honor those traditions. We got her a black folder engraved with her name on it. And if you open it up, there's the score for Concertante by Hummel, with all the kids 4th grade through 12th grade, and all of the music teachers signed it as well. So thank you so much for all that you have done for us. We will be forever grateful for you.
I'm the high school choir director. 17 years ago, on a hot August evening, I left my part-time job at a clothing store and drove from Sioux Falls to Worthington for an interview. I didn't have much time, so I grabbed a granola bar for dinner. Much to my dismay, I arrived in Worthington only to realize I had dropped melted chocolate chips on my light-colored pants, just in time to meet my future students. First person I met inside the door was Melanie, who assured me that everything was fine and no one would notice the chocolate stains adorning my lap, while simultaneously walking me to the staff lounge to clean up the mess. I was embarrassed and frazzled. She was calm, welcoming, and reassuring. I share this story because this is who Melanie is. She welcomes everyone as they are, and she always meets people in the moment. She's the voice of calm and reason, and she nurtures her students and colleagues alike. Her legacy is evident in the hundreds of eager students who have traveled through the ISD 518 orchestra program. She's the matriarch of our team, and we are better because we've had the opportunity to work alongside her. Melanie, Mike, and I want to thank you for your leadership and friendship and for the gift of music you've shared with our amazing students. We wish you a retirement filled with joy, family, and music, and please know how very much you will be missed. I've also been asked by Melanie's family to let you all know, and she probably doesn't know this either, that there will be a reception in her honor in the lobby after tonight's concert. So you are all invited to join. Your family's very good at covert operations. We out.
Good evening, and thank you for attending another WHS Orchestra concert. Before we continue performing the beautiful music Ms. Loy has guided us through, we'd like to honor her many years of dedication. After 20 years of teaching in District 518, she has inspired hundreds of students with a passion of music. We would like to acknowledge the dedication Ms. Loy has poured into the program. If you've had a student under her direction, please stand so we can celebrate her final concert with us. Please.
Orchestra has always been full of wonders and exciting moments. I'm sure many of us can remember the first time we started learning how to play our instrument. We all had wonky wrists, bent backs, chicken wing elbows, and fingers that were way too far away from the strings. Miss Loy would always say to keep our fingers in Worthington and not San Francisco. For everyone learning how to hold the bow, that was quite an obstacle, honestly. Our hands were stiff, our thumbs were bent all the wrong ways, and fingers straight up in the air as if we were drinking tea. Throughout every mistake, Miss Loy would always laugh it off and show us how to improve. This was only the beginning.
As we grew to be high schoolers, there came different challenges. What does Ralantonga mean? Why are there so many ledger lines? Is that a different clef? Despite this, she made us better, stronger musicians. Miss Loy would not only spend hours writing notes in our music, but also finding pieces of music that showed our talent and musical artistry. You have been an incredible instructor and an inspiration to so many of us. Your passion for every student has shown up in the way we carry ourselves. Since the beginning, you've helped us become accomplished individuals and musicians. From Ode to Joy to more difficult pieces like St. Paul's Suite, we were able to work through the music with her patience. We appreciate how much she deeply cares for this program, and we hope she knows how much we will all miss her.
Finally, we would like to say thank you all to the parents for their encouragement for their children, the staff for helping Mrs. Loy set up the gym for concerts, the administration for supporting this program, and most importantly, we want to thank Ms. Loy for her many years of dedication to us. Although she is leaving, we wish her the very best in her retirement. Mrs. Loy, you will always have our admiration and affection, and you will always be remembered as the best orchestra teacher we could have ever asked for. Wherever life takes you, may music always stay with you.
This is also a little gift basket we made because we know you're very healthy. So we all mix some chocolate covered stuff and dark chocolate granola bar.
this is the last gift, I think. But this is a mural painted by me, and also just a gift from everyone from this orchestra and Varsity Strings. So if you guys would. We will leave this in the room for those who didn't sign it.
Thank you, Angel.
Thank you. I'm speechless. Seniors are going to get those. I think this is going to go in my new house in North Dakota on the ceiling, so every night I can think of you. And in the morning when I